Hey guys, so we're back. Had a few technical difficulties, but it's Kirsty Spence here. This is Real Relevant and Right Now. And this week's show, we're going to have the beautiful Deleelah. So I'm just going to wait for a few guys to join. And hey, Sarah, thank you. I don't know what happened then. I had to log off, log back on, but I'm here again. So yeah, I'm just playing some songs of her new EP, Love and Music. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, is her new EP, Love and Music. So Dee's a singer-songwriter. You can hear her soulful tones in the background. And hey, Dee is here. Wicked. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join Dee. Hold on one second. And let's get you on. I'm going to get you on in a minute, Dee. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to come. Perfect. Hey. Right, let me see. Hey, Johnny. What's going on? I miss your energy. Right, let me see if I can get Dee. Here we go. Let's get Dee here. My day's been lovely. Thank you for asking me, Sarah. It's been really chilled. I've done a nice face mask.
Oh my goodness. Hey.
Hey, beautiful. How are
Hey,
you?
everyone. Hey, everyone.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. I'm just playing some of your music. Hold on. Let me just turn it down a sec. I literally just had the EP on and was just playing it to a few of the viewers.
Oh, I know. Thank you so much, you lot.
You're welcome.
I just downloaded this screen recorder thing.
Okay. Can you hear me? Ooh.
Oh, yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I've got you. I think it froze then.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you're with us. Sorry. So you've downloaded something.
I need to get a ring light.
Yes, they're amazing.
My gosh.
Trust me, they are amazing. I'm not even going to lie, especially when you're doing stuff like this.
No,
Oh,
it's
Sarah,
true.
your music is fire.
Thank you, lot. Thank you so much. To be honest with you, this is my first Instagram live I'm doing.
No way. I
I
feel
swear to you.
privileged.
I feel honoured. I actually feel
Love
honoured.
you.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you, man.
I love you so much.
You're amazing.
Trying to call me right now.
Oh no. You can switch off your, if it helps, you can switch, put it onto airplane mode. And if you're connected to Wi-Fi, it should stop calls, but you can stay online.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, Indra. And I'm just going to read a few comments here. Hey, Johnny. You've built a stage. You're going to be throwing a few shows at your house. Okay, well, there's me and there's Dee. That's all I'm going to say. You've got two singers right here. So
Okay.
let us know.
I'm on it.
Literally.
Where do you live, Volcarim?
I think Johnny's in Hackney Way. I could be completely making this up, but he's not too far, I don't think. But anyway, thank you. So I'm still going to wait for a few people to come on and join us, Dee, before we kind of head this. But how are you, my beautiful?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not too bad. Just lovely. Just been soaking up the sunshine. And because this is my first Insta Live video, I'm not really, it's going to sound quite weird, but I'm sure you would understand. I'm not really connected to technology like that. I never have been. I don't know why.
Completely.
You know, everyone's so fast with it, and I just don't know how everyone does it so fast. But
no, I
haven't promoted Love and Music as much as I should. But this is my time now.
You're going with your flow. You're stepping to the beat of your drum, and I think that is what is really important. I think sometimes with social media, we get so caught up in what everybody else is doing that it's kind of like, for me anyway, I know social media can be really draining. Like, I can have a presence, but then I need to back up and I need to be in the real world because this is where I'm at.
It is.
Do you know what I mean? But it's also very important with what you're trying to do when it comes to promoting music. So I think it's just about having balance. Do you know what I mean?
It's true. It's true.
It's
It's
about
true.
having balance, which is true. So, but anyway,
Ki-
let's go on.
Kirsty, can I log back in because something's happened to my volume
Yeah, can you not hear
and you've
me?
gone. I can hear you. I think that phone call just messed up my volume.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
when
really
it
sure
rang, it
why.
messed up my volume a little bit. But now mine's come back.
Mine hasn't come back.
As in not,
Can
yeah,
I,
log
can I,
out and log back off. Yeah,
I'm gonna
come
come
off and
back
come
in.
back
All right,
on.
guys,
Yeah, no worries.
stay there and come in.
Okay.
Oh, this technology, I'm not
It's,
used to it, guys. I'm not used.
it's cool. Don't worry, literally, these things happen. That's the beauty of live, baby.
It's true,
We
it's
just go
true.
keep it moving. So I
Okay,
think I just need to X you off. Hold on.
yeah, X me out, and
There we go. So guys, you've got me. Hey, Chels. So Dee's just having a few technical issues, but it's cool. It's what happens. This is what life's all about. So we'll just keep it moving. But how is everyone? Hey, Fee. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend and a soulful, blessed Sunday. I'm sending you guys all lots of energy, energy, energy. Marley, you're back. Hey, big, big love. And Dee was here, but we just lost her. So she will be back soon. But for anyone that has just joined, this is Real Relevant and Right Now. I'm Kirsty Spence, and today's guest is Deleelah. She's a singer, and I think she's back. So I think, yeah, cool, wicked. I can get her back on now. And she should be with us soon. So I'm just like listening to her music in the background, and I'm like, ooh, hey, girl.
hey, right, I'm back.
Hey, right, she's back. Amazing.
Much more better. Thank
Wicked.
you.
So everyone, finally, this is Real Relevant and Right Now. I'm Kirsty Spence, and my beautiful guest today is singer-songwriter Deleelah.
Oh,
And we're basically going to be talking all about her musical journey and her brand new EP called Love and Music. So Dee, for anyone that hasn't heard of you, doesn't know who you are, doesn't know your vibe, like tell them a little bit about you.
well, so I'm from South London,
Hey.
and I love to sing soul music. So for the past 3 years, I've been yeah, just working for myself and singing. I do like wedding gigs, hotels, restaurants and stuff like that. So I've been doing that for work. Since lockdown, there's been no work at all, at all, at all. So I've been using this opportunity to focus on my music because all these
Amazing.
years, I think this is the first time ever I've never had other work to focus on. And I've just been, yeah, getting creative with my album and getting into myself as well, because I feel like this year, well, I'll say for the past year or two, when I wrote my album and stuff, it
Mm-hmm.
was it was the closest I've ever been to myself, as an
That's
artist,
beautiful.
because I've always sung other songs, or I think mainly as well, throughout my music career, I tried to sing like another singer or be something that I'm not kind of not. So the album is so precious to me. It's like a diary because I'm just opening up exactly who I am. And I'm 30 now, so it's taken
Yeah.
a few years and it feels like this is actually the beginning
I love
to what I've
that.
been.
You know, I love
Yeah.
that so much as well, because I'm sure you've probably come up against this, especially in the industry. But, you know, I remember when I was first started out singing and stuff, a lot of people say, oh, if you've not made it by 30, you're never going to make it. If you've not done, and it's kind of like with you saying about going inward and getting to know you, whatever you want to project on me is a deflection of whatever it is that you're dealing with. Like for me,
Yeah.
music makes me so happy. There is no time limit. Do you know what I mean? And I love
Yeah.
what you just said.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like you've been reborn again at this beautiful age. Like you say, do you know what I mean? You've been
Definitely.
used to
Yeah.
doing something, and now it's like, actually, this is how I want to do it, and I'm going to craft it and mold it in this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I
Definitely. I
mean?
do. Definitely. I feel that I've had a lot of opportunities in the past to get signed and, move on to other stages and stuff. But every time something like that's happened, something's happened or sabotaged it. And I always felt that if I were to get signed um, earlier on in my career, I don't think that I would have been the person that I am. I think I would have been more stressed. I would have been not had the right people around me. It would have all been for the wrong reasons. I probably would have been exploited.
Yeah.
Um, so I do feel like yeah, that I haven't made it in the past for a reason, because I've had a
100%.
bigger I've had a bigger message to send,
No,
you know.
definitely, I hear you. And it's almost like I'm such a believer. Everything happens at its exact right timing. Like, I
It's
don't believe in
true. It's
coincidences. I don't
true.
believe, I don't have regrets. I feel whatever happens in my life in this present moment is when it was actually meant to happen. So I think that is such a beautiful kind of outlook to have, with something like this, especially when you're trying to be a singer-songwriter and out here and make it in the music industry. Hey Dee, lovely to see you. Oh, I think we might have lost Deleelah here. Let's just see and wait if we can get her back. Are you back with me,
I'm back. I'm back. Are
Dee?
you here? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, you're back? Okay, cool. No, it's all right. No worries. But yeah, no, I totally hear you. And one thing I wanted to ask you, just because it's something that happened to me, and I just wondered if you've come up against it, like being a soul singer, do you feel like opportunities that were presented to you almost pushed you into a box, like further away from maybe who you are and who it is you wanted to be as an artist?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Especially when I went on X Factor in 2014, and and I felt like the label was kind of making me, they were trying to fit me in a box.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard. It was so hard because I was fighting with myself, and people like me and you were very intuitive and quite spiritual. So
Yes,
throughout that whole process, it didn't sit right in my heart, in my belly,
with
in my
you.
gut. And I could have easily, kind of sucked it up and been like, yeah, I'll do this song and I'll do it like this. And I'll, in the interviews, I'll tell them what they want to hear and stuff. But being in that, some bits of the industry, they make you feel that you need them and that you need to be a certain way to be accepted. And yeah, it's been
Mm-hmm.
really, really challenging. And so I think when that didn't happen as well, that was a revelation in itself, because I know that that wasn't really meant to be for me. And I've always felt, where do I fit in this industry? I mean, I know the album
Yeah.
that the EP that you're hearing, Love and Music, um, it's quite trap soul and stuff. But the album, guys, I'm telling you, please, to the 9 listeners that are watching right now, listen, wait for my album, Born Again. I'm releasing it in July, and so the track that I released from the album called Trying to Survive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you lot have checked it out, but after this interview, please follow the link in my bio. It's for literally my first music video I've ever put out, and I released it. I think it was the 1st of March, when we was in the middle of lockdown and stuff. Not 1st of March, sorry, 1st of May. And
Yeah.
it's called Trying to Survive, and it's about
Just
talking for
before we go
everyone.
into that,
And
sorry, Dee, can I just
yeah,
ask you,
oh
because
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
sorry,
this is,
sorry,
no, it's
sorry.
cool, but I feel like this is what I wanted to talk to you about, because you actually posted something, and I think that this is what it was. Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong, a snippet of the video. And it's something that really touched me because,
yeah, yeah.
you laid your truth there on social, and you basically said, this was at a point, you wrote this song, you were at a point in your life where you lost your job, you had no money, there were
Mm,
bills coming out, and you had a choice. Do I go
mm,
left and maybe make some decisions that are not going to serve me right or other people, or do I go right and take that leap of faith and follow my dreams, my passions, and be the singer-songwriter that I am today, and actually try and
mm,
execute and live out this dream? And you obviously chose to
mm.
go right. Like, tell me what was going through your mind in that moment
Oh
when
my
you lost your
God.
job. Like, yeah, because I'm sure many of
Yeah,
us out there, many people listening to this interview right now have been there, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. And it's it's um it's like desperate, desperate times. And I remember walking to the tube station. I'll just never forget that moment. I'll never forget that moment, and how frustrated I felt at the world, and how difficult it is to actually live and just survive, like just to pay bills and enjoy your life.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we going to work? We're going to work to support another business. You get home, you don't even have time to see your family and eat. So I was just like, this living is drowning and it's astounding, expanding in my way. Don't speak or don't
Hey,
touch me. I don't want to live in your imaginary space. Like, so it was like, it was just that I just, oh, and when I wrote those lyrics, it just stuck in my head. And and I asked C Dot from the Fanatics. He's there going doing quite big actually right now. An old school friend of mine, if he can help me on the track. And when we was doing it, I was just like, no, I can hear it going boom, 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 like trying to survive. And I was just like a heartbeat. Like, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It was just so much for me because at the end of the day, we're not bad people. When we look at
Mhm.
our society and look around, and see the youths, you know, what they're going through and stuff. It's dire.
Tough. Yeah.
They, I think me and my brother was just like having a discussion, and we were saying that like they literally like this generation now, and we've all experienced like wanting to just I just want to be off this earth in it, or you just like I don't want to wake up again to this earth because it's so much to try and live and survive and keep happy and keep money and pay
Mm.
bills, that these youths out here that are killing each other and stabbing each other and robbing each other and people who do crimes and stuff, it's a sign of desperation, and it's a
Yeah.
sign that they have they feel like life is not worthwhile. That's
And you know
how
what I
bad
feel like the biggest
society
thing
is.
is? Can I just interject there really quickly?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
even feel like it's just that life isn't worthwhile. What breaks my heart even more are that
Yeah,
these people don't love themselves enough to realize
exactly,
how
exactly.
much that they can do in this life to achieve more and to be better and to do better and, you know, to just live happily and live out the lives that they wish
Yeah,
to live, you know, and that
yeah,
upsets me.
yeah, yeah,
You know, that's
yeah.
really, I think that's a lot to do with kind of the systems that we live in and what we're taught and how, but that's something that really breaks my heart because self-belief, if you don't kind of already have that installed in you, which not everybody does, some of us do, some of
Mm,
us don't, and if you don't have that like that family network around you to help push you and believe in you and say like, no, like if this
mm,
is what you want to be, you can do it. If this is what you want to do, you can do it. It's really hard
mm,
to maintain that positive mental attitude. Do you know what I
definitely,
mean?
definitely. Also, I feel that because we're all like, yeah, so leading on what you're saying, we're all,
I'm just going to turn this
I
down
feel
a
like we're
bit.
all born with a clean slate.
Yeah.
And I feel
Hey, Jay.
like this, hey Jay, because
You're
yeah, I want to say hi to everyone here as well. So, hey, I want to shout
welcome.
out. Yeah, I'll shout out to everyone a little bit still. But yeah, my best friends are here as well. So, hey girls, I love you. Look, thank you.
Hey.
They've just been so integral in my music growth and stuff. So I love them so much. Like people, like as you're saying, just keeping that around you. Like I've got a couple of my best friends logged in now,
Mhm.
and they've been like, you know, like the backbone to me. And what was my point? What was my point? What
No,
was
it's
my
okay.
point?
But you know,
Um,
relating to what you were saying just there, Dee, you know, I had a
yeah,
guest on a couple of weeks back called
yeah,
Richard, and we spoke about that. You know, it's really important, especially in 2020. I think some of the stuff we're seeing in 2020, it shocks me
yeah,
that we're seeing it in 2020. But also,
yeah,
you know, it is so important to have that tribe of people around you that are there to lift you up, support you, hold you when you're down. I think that is so important. Like you
definitely,
say, you've got your best friends
definitely,
here, they're backing you. Do you know what I mean? It
definitely.
is so
So
important.
definitely. So when I was at school, when I was in school, secondary school,
Yeah.
I had a lot of music teachers that really believed in me. And because I've just been a cool person and that they always kind of, you know, took a liking in me because I liked them and I was always quite polite and stuff. But when I
Yeah.
do look at like other children who didn't have that same opportunity, because I had those people around me that believed in me and that gave me those opportunities. But when I look around and I see these youths, they automatically, so some people get kicked out of school, they don't get a chance to, do you know what I mean, find their passion, um, the sometimes the traditional nuclear family here is broken up. Some people don't know their fathers, some people don't know their parents.
Yeah,
Like, it's just a mixed up society where I think they don't make it easier as well. They don't help to provide money for upcoming businesses and youth centers for youth to
a
go to
hundred
after
percent.
school. So to me, Kirsty, I think that society is, and the way how austerity is, it's getting worse and worse.
Mm.
So you can't even look at an innocent child and be like, oh, well, you haven't got any belief or you haven't got any talent, because they were born believing that they haven't and that they're not going to make it. I'm not going to be a doctor. I'm not going to be a lawyer. I'm not even going to get that job because of the color of my skin. I'm not even going to do that because that takes too long. I haven't even got money to pay back a student loans. Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to sell drugs.
Yeah, it's almost
I'm
like
just
you
going to
can
do
become
that.
a product of your environment when you don't have those positive
Definitely.
influences around you.
Definitely.
It's almost
Definitely.
like, you know, you're dealt a certain set of cards, and like I said, it takes a very certain, like it's a certain kind of person to not play the deck of cards that they've been dealt when everybody
Yeah.
around them is playing that deck of cards. You know,
Yeah.
you've got to be
Exactly.
extremely strong-willed, and it's not saying that these people aren't strong or that they can't do it. It's just so hard when you're being flooded with basically,
Exactly.
no, you're not allowed to, you can't do this, you can't do that. So I completely
Exactly.
get you. So is that
Exactly.
where you feel like you were at when it came to that day, walking to the station, you'd lost your job,
Definitely.
and it was like,
Definitely. It was
yeah,
easier for me. It was
mm-hmm.
easier for me to do something criminal than easier for me to get a new job. It was
And I
easier
hear,
for
and
me
you
to
know
do
what, I
something
hear what you're
criminal,
saying. Sorry,
and it
say
was
that again.
harder for me to get a new job.
Yeah.
And
No,
you know what?
and I think that is,
Mm,
sorry to cut you there,
no, no,
Dee, but I
no.
think that is also something that I think I've noticed, especially in 2020, which for me, it really like, it's difficult for me. It's not difficult for me to understand. That's the wrong way of seeing it. But I feel like a lot of people, and I think it's got a lot to do with technology, the way that life is so fast paced. But it's like a lot of people want this easy route. But you know, I've grown up knowing that, and it's like been installed in my brain, Kirsty. Hard work and determination pays off. Whatever comes quick ain't gonna last long. But with our
Yeah,
younger generation, I feel like that quick, easy, let me get that temporary happiness. Let me get that temporary bit of comfort, and then I'll be good. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? But
yeah,
it
yeah,
is
yeah,
about the
yeah.
hard work. So what I want to ask you, do you feel like
Yeah.
you made the right decision?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Because I think that
Of
is something
course.
that is really important and really like a key point in everything that you're doing right now. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
chose the harder route. And right now,
definitely.
like you said, it's the
But look,
closest
yeah,
you've been to yourself.
it's true. And but if you even look at like people like Jay-Z. Jay-Z started off his label with, do you know what I mean? Did he make the right choice? Did he not? You get me? But at the end of the day, you can't live like that, something like that on your heart as well. And at the end of the day, I'm aware that this society makes things hard for us. And again, I'm just so lucky to have the right people around me. I look around and some kids, they haven't got that support structure. They haven't got it. So do you know what?
Mhm.
I don't, not to say I don't blame them for doing what they do. It's definitely wrong
It's
doing what, you know what I
understandable.
mean?
You can have an understanding.
I can't even blame them because
Mm.
they haven't even got an inkling of hope or faith
Which
or
is sad.
parents to be like, oh, I'm gonna make my dad upset, or I'm not gonna make my mum proud if I do that and everything. They haven't got no respect, and it's not their fault. It's not
No,
their fault. It's
100%.
society's fault.
No,
It's
and I think
society's
that's why
fault
it's so
as well.
important for people like us to use platforms like this to promote the
Definitely,
positive.
yeah.
And that's like the whole reasoning behind why
Definitely.
I've started Real Relevant right now. Because it's real people and
Yeah,
it's real
definitely.
conversations that are living
Yeah,
life, that have faced, you know, hardships, that are facing, you know, racial injustice, that are facing everything that is difficult that is going on in the world today, that are still trying to push through,
true.
merge through the mud, and keep their light shining. Do you know what I mean? Which is why I think a
Mm,
platform like this is so important, and to get guys like you on here that want to talk about, you know, I'm still out here trying to live my dream. It's so
yeah,
important. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Because
So
I feel
proud.
like
I'm so
we
proud
have to
of you,
be the
Kirsty.
voice. I love you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
true.
But
So
we
proud
have
of
to be
you.
the voice for me anyway. It's we have to be the voice for the younger generation. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have children just yet, but I'm already thinking for my children and my
Mm,
grandchildren, what do I need to do to pave the way to make their life not easier, but slightly easier than what maybe mine was. You know, for them to look and be like,
mm.
whoa, you know, mummy's laid these foundations. Boom, daddy's done this. Let's, you know, that's the way that I think anyway. And that's what I feel that
Exactly.
anybody that is using the platform, especially to be like a public figure or, you know, a singer songwriter or any kind of way, I feel like it is so important to help
Mm,
bring up a younger generation. So I really, really, you,
mm.
like I say, you inspire me with you know, your story. And when I saw that post, it really
Oh,
did
thank
touch my
you.
heart, because I just thought there are so many people out there that have probably been in that situation. Do I take the easy route, or do I stay true to myself and really, you know, go through something that's
Mm,
going to be mad difficult? And I know it's going to be hard, but
mm.
it's my dream and it's what I love, and it's right. It feels right, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
100%, like
yeah,
I love that, and I love that that's
yeah.
what you have done. Literally
No, yeah,
do.
no, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No,
And
fully.
I'm gonna have a video coming out, I think hopefully by next week, will Nourish My Soul as
Okay,
well. So like, yeah, everyone look out for that still. It's like quite gospely and obviously it's just universal, something that we can all kind of relate to, do you know what I mean?
relate to.
Because, yeah, man. I'm trying to just do music where it's universally conscious. You know what I mean?
So it touches
Um,
everyone's heart.
yeah, and it talks about something real. Like that's why I want everyone to be tuned in with the album, because I'm going to be talking about such personal things to me that I know that every single person watching
Has
has gone
probably been
through.
through.
I'm not talking about
No,
going to the club and
no,
raving and
hundreds.
taking your batty. I'm gonna expose to you a diary
I
which
love
I
that.
know every people's gone through, and I feel like I love the fact that you've doing this platform, and you know when you asked me to do it, I love you so much, Kirsty. I love you so much.
I
There's
love
so
you
much to you. You
too.
get me? And you're like one of them stepping stones for me. You're like one of those people that hold out your hand and be like, talk your truth, like do what you need to do.
100%. I love you.
Do you know what I
Thank
mean? So
you.
thank you
No, I
so
really
much. Like
appreciate you
it's
saying that.
yeah, I know it's a bit cheesy and stuff, guys. Sorry you lot, but it would all make sense in a month. Please, please listen to my album Born Again when it's out. Um,
100%.
yeah, it's beautiful still. So the EP Love and Music, which is out now on Spotify, and all other streaming and downloading platforms.
Yeah, so let's
Um,
talk about that, because that is why we're here. We're here to talk about
yeah,
love and music.
yeah,
So I've
yeah.
obviously been
So
listening to the EP. It's a 3-track EP. And my thing, when I've listened to it, it's literally like a beautiful love story. It's like
exactly,
a
yeah,
love
yeah, yeah, yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, was
Exactly,
that what you were trying
exactly.
to? Was that the concept behind it? Like, tell us about
Yeah.
love and music and what it was for you when you wrote the EP.
So, my first album that I put out, which isn't online, but I done it in 2014, called Divine Evolution. I've got a track
Hmm.
on there called Love and Music.
Okay.
And so when me and my best friends were sitting down, she said, "Oh, what are you gonna call the EP?" And obviously that it just naturally came to me because I've always just been about that. Every time I've done a post, I've always posted hashtag Love and Music, and so I wanted it to be a build up for the album because I've recorded everything from the album like pre-lockdown.
Hmm.
So the EP was the last thing to do. So we put out
Right.
the EP first. So we recorded the album first and put out the EP first and putting out the album last. So it's all a
Okay,
bit
get you.
backwards.
You've just kind of done,
Um,
yeah, differently.
yeah, but I've had to kind of because it's been an accumulation of thoughts and feelings. So I'm like, how can I put this in a kind of chronological, not real chronological way, but a kind of a sequential way where everyone can kind of feel the story and feel the
Yeah.
flow and be like, okay, I get her. Oh, I know
Hmm.
what she's talking about. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so the EP is all about love and the journey of love and finding love. And then the album is all about pain and heartbreak and and the breakup of love and stuff like that.
Okay. So what would you say is your favorite track off the EP? Because mine's Crazy. I love that song Crazy. I
Okay,
don't know
see,
what
we
it to
just
me, it's just my favourite song.
oh, see, that's good. That's lovely. That's lovely. We just recorded a video to that too. Was it yesterday?
Really?
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. It was
Nice.
amazing still. So guys, yeah, look out for the video. That's going to be out in a few days as well. Thank you. Thanks for that. I think my favorite track is Kisses,
I wanted to
and I
ask you
know
about
you.
Kisses. Now, Kisses is the second track of the EP, right? And
Mm,
you actually sing it in French. I think it's French. Yeah? Am I right in saying it's French? I could be really wrong here, but I think it's French.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it just
yeah, yeah,
sounds so beautiful. Like, I've listened to the song over and over again, and obviously I don't speak French. I don't understand French, so I don't know what you're
yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah,
about, but all I can say is that I feel like I know what you're talking about. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? There's
yeah,
a
yeah.
certain
Okay.
feeling to that song. Like, what inspired you to actually sing Kisses in another language?
So, okay, that's yeah, interesting question still.
Yeah.
So I wrote this song. I'll I'll briefly tell you. So, okay, how do I start now? So I was watching a French documentary
Yeah.
on a female artist, like maybe about 100 years ago or something, and so I just heard this. I heard my song in my head, and I thought it would just be amazing if this was sung in French. It just
So was
felt
the artist that you saw French in this
yeah,
documentary?
yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
can't
So that's
remember
what
her
led you.
name.
Okay.
I can't remember her name. I can't remember her name. So I already had the song written in English,
Yeah.
and one of my best friends is French.
Okay.
So after watching this documentary at home, um, I asked her if she can help me translate the song in French, and
Okay.
it just fitted so beautifully. It's just amazing. And I'll tell you a little sneak bit about it, but yeah, it's a love story, and it's that it's oh gosh, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it, but the English version is going to be on the album.
Okay. So say no more. Everyone has to listen to the
Yeah,
album to hear the English
say
version.
no more.
Okay. Straight.
Say
Everyone needs to
no
get born
more.
again when it's out in July. Did you say July? And
Yeah,
that's when we
yeah,
hear the
yeah,
English version. But no, it is
yeah.
such a beautiful song, and I just always
Oh,
think
thank
that for
you. That's
something
my
that's
favorite song.
I would love to sing a song in a different language. And you know, like sometimes I don't know, like I'm awful. Like if I speak, I remember like my French teacher at school would be like, Kirsty, like try and say it with a bit of an accent, and I'd be like, Je m'appelle Kirsty. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I have no, it's just like straight East London Kirsty. So, but I would love to sing a song in a different language because I also think as well, not only does it
Yeah.
I think with your song, you know, to do with love, singing in French or français, blah, 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 it's beautiful. But also, that's like a whole different audience that you're reaching out to. Do you know what I mean? Like,
So,
which is amazing.
so practically, we wanted to go to France and promote it
Okay.
before, but obviously we recorded it before lockdown.
Right. And
So,
then lockdown happened.
yeah, and then lockdown happened. Do you know what I mean? So,
I
of
hear
course,
you.
I don't naturally speak French. I speak a bit more Arabic, and my
Okay.
mum speaks more French. And so I've been wanting to actually learn French during this lockdown thing, but I've been, getting on with the other
Lots of other
music
things.
projects, and
Yeah.
yeah, which has been good. So slowly but surely. So I haven't been able to, like network online and stuff. But the idea was to go to France and like literally just vibe and go and just go with like CDs and links and flyers and check out
And kind of listen to
shows
that. Yeah. No,
and stuff. Do you know what
definitely.
I mean? So
No, and I think, boy, make
yeah,
it happen. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
After
that was the
lockdown.
motive. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because I was
hopefully
in
so.
sorry.
Yeah, hopefully after lockdown, yeah, we can make it work.
Yeah, definitely do. Make sure you get it done. And I also think as well,
Yeah.
like the French music scene obviously is so different to ours. But when I was in Amsterdam, we just happened to be in this place and they were constantly playing like French hip hop. And I absolutely love it. I
I
don't know what
love
it
it.
is. I
Me
don't know whether it's the
too. Yeah.
pronunciation or it's just like every word has got body. When especially in French rap, like, and I love listening to French rap. Like again, I don't know what is being said and I'll have to like Google translate it, but I do love listening to French rap, so yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
Dee, going
me
back to
too.
you
Me
being a
too.
singer-songwriter, like who did you used to cite growing up? Like who were your favorite inspirations? Who really inspired you to be a singer?
Okay, it's funny you said that. All right, so it always started off with Beyonce, Destiny's
Okay.
Child. I was
Yes.
like, I was like a really big fan of Beyonce, and yeah, practically. All right, let's just start off with Beyonce. I'll say Beyonce, and then as I grew up, I kind of grew more towards Alicia Keys,
Okay, loved her.
and
She was like my angel. Oh,
she is my angel. She is my
love her.
angel. She is my angel. And when I look back at music and where I've been like needing music, and so the artists where I've like, so I'm a little bit of an old soul and I love old music. So I started off listening to like, so when I was 13 and I used to be able to like go out by myself, I used to like go to Woolworths, go to
Yeah,
Woolworths and spend like my pocket money on like CDs, and I would buy like I'd be like Ike and Tina Turner, James
nice.
Brown, Jimi Hendrix, um, who else? Like Aretha Franklin, Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh my God,
I started off
same.
listening to a lot of jazz music, and then like my contemporary influences were like Destiny's Child, TLC. And then as I started to get older, when I was listening to music to make me feel better, I would listen to like Donny Hathaway and
Those
Mariah Carey
old
songs. You know,
school
like those
songs.
real Whitney
Yeah,
Houston, those real songs. So
yeah,
when I started kind of growing up, I think these artists ain't really inspiring me. Like they're not in, do you know what I mean? Like when it comes to hip hop, and I don't want to mention any artists, but obviously, you know, like as music got on, it just kind of got more kind of less soulful, and it wasn't about music, it was just about maybe just drugs and dancing and girls and hoes and bitches and stuff. Even though we had
yeah,
our heavy tunes from like the hip hop era, like, you know, Jay-Z and everything, but Tupac was the last inspiring rapper for me because he spoke sense. And yeah, he was that, you know, down with the trends and everything, but he had something to say. So when you listen to his music, you felt inspired. You felt like you can think about something else. You felt
mm,
confident again. So my biggest inspiration up to this day is Alicia Keys, because she
okay,
writes music that I can laugh to. She writes music
yeah,
that I can cry to. She writes music that when I go back to, I can feel stronger again.
yeah,
And I feel like a woman. And with social media, we're starting to see celebrities for who they are, like
yeah,
personalities and stuff like that. And at first I thought it was a bad thing because it was like, oh, not a bad thing, but you know, like, oh, you just want to buy their records and kind of just enjoy it and stuff. But now it's like, do you know what? Like, these are people with energy, and we're listening to music which is very powerful, is a very high energy.
mm,
So I'm trying to be very aware of the type of music that I listen to, and I try to get to know the artist a bit more now, because I'm like, where are they coming from? What are they about? Like, what
yeah.
are they about? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of lost a lot of respect for Beyonce when she came out with that bow down, bitches, bow down. I was like, raw. Is that how she's talking about? Because she was like, her lyrics are like, she's like, I know when you were little girls, you used to dream of being my world. Bow down, bitches, bow down. So when I first heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, she's talking to me, because yeah, when I was a little girl, I used to be like you, and then she called me a bitch. I was like,
Yeah, so lyrical content is really important to you.
no, man, no, like especially like lyrical content, definitely, definitely. So I'm not even gonna lie, that song kind of shocked me still. Like I was just like, do you know what? Like what has like when I feel so, when I really do need music, who are the people that I actually listen to and I go to? Like, do you know
Consciously.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Consciously.
No,
That's
I
what
hear
music
you.
is
I
about.
feel like I completely hear what you're saying. Like for me, I find just me personally, less is more. And I feel like as music has evolved, there's a lot more busyness. There's a lot more going on. Whereas I, again, am an old soul. I love listening to like Etta James, Nina Simone, you know, all these old school, real like soulful
Yeah,
singers that effectively sung their
yeah.
pain. And I feel like that is why it touched you, because they're turning their pain into power. You know, they're singing from their hardships and
Exactly,
what hurt them, and
exactly,
they're turning it into something
exactly.
positive, which really evokes and really, like, you know, touches people's hearts. And I feel like that's something that
It's
I've
true.
consciously like picked up when it comes to me and my songwriting and how I perform. I'm always like, less is more, and I prefer to, you know,
That's
really
it.
just speak my truth. And I feel like
That's it.
with what you were saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's almost like, and this isn't like to put anybody down, but it's almost like artists these days, they're so generic. It's like they've lost their authenticity. You know, it's like
Yeah,
there was only one Aretha Franklin. There was only one Whitney Houston.
yeah,
There was only one Donny Hathaway, you know? So it's
yeah,
kind of like,
yeah, yeah.
I do, like, I almost feel like I've been born in the wrong kind of century or whatever. I should have been
Me
born in like the
too.
20s.
Me too. Me
Because
too.
I
Me
have this
too.
like vision of me like singing with like a cigarette, a glass of whiskey in my hand, the mic dropped down, the band behind me, and we just like in a live room. Do you know what I mean? Like that to me would be
Yeah,
amazing. Like that is how I'd want to perform 100%. So
it's
yeah, I think we
true.
kind
It's
of just
true.
covered that there. But like, if there was
It's
anybody
true.
in the world that you would love to perform with, who would it be? Like dead or alive? One person in the whole entire world. Like, let's say you were to, I don't know, do Wembley Arena, and you could have one person, anybody in this whole entire world that you would love to perform with, who would it be?
Oh my gosh, you lot, boy. Um,
No pressure.
yeah. Do you know, like, I actually want to say the most baitest person.
Whoever it is for you, man. Forget anyone else. It's whoever you want. Just one
All
person.
right. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. Sorry, we're not there. Um, okay. Can I say two people?
No, one. I'm
Oh
being real
gosh,
strict
oh
here. You got
gosh,
one, girl. One.
guys,
Five,
guys.
4, 3,
All right,
2,
cool.
1.
MJ.
Michael Jackson, yes. Okay, I love that. He would
You
be your
get
number
me?
one that you'd have to perform with. I love that. Do you reckon you could
Yeah,
dance
and
like him too?
no. But that's what I'm saying. If I were to perform with him, I can ask him to teach me a bit of stuff. You get me? Like before we go on
Okay,
stage.
I love
But
that though. Even it being a
yeah,
hard question, I know. We're on
yeah, it was.
a tough shift here,
It
guys.
was. It was.
Sorry,
And
D.
the reason,
Okay, so go
no,
on.
cool.
Sorry. No, I was gonna
No,
say really quick,
I was
D.
gonna,
Oh, sorry. Carry on.
right. To me,
I
to
know
you.
it's difficult. It's what
Right.
life's all about. But hey, it is what it is. But no, really quickly, D. I just want to
Yeah.
give you, because I'm also being conscious of time here.
There you
I'm
go.
going to give
Yeah,
you a
yeah,
quick
sure,
fire
sure.
five, right? I just need
Oh, I
answers
love you,
real
Sophie.
quick. Are you ready for
Go.
this?
All
Whitney or
right, cool.
Tina?
Whitney,
Sweets or chocolate?
chocolate,
R&B or jazz?
R&B.
Afro beats or bashment?
Oh,
Oh, it's a
Bashman.
tough one. Love or money?
Love.
Yes, baby. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about. I love
cheeky
it.
girl. No,
So
thank you,
D, really
Kirsty, for
quickly, because
having
again,
me.
I am being really conscious of time. But
Course,
okay, no, wait,
course.
really quickly. Chelsea's just asked. She's curious. Who would have been number two? Is in who? If it wasn't MJ, who would be the second person that you perform with?
Oh, well, I would have said Alicia Keys, but yeah.
Okay, cool. So MJ or Alicia Keys, but you said MJ. Love that.
Yeah,
And I just
oh,
really
thank
want
you
to
for the
read out a
question,
real
you
quick few comments from everybody. Oh my gosh, where have I gone? Hello, I'm back. Sarah said that you've got a beautiful smile and your eyebrows are on fire. Not
lot.
literally, but yeah,
Yeah,
she said
thank
you're
you,
absolutely
Sarah, for
beautiful.
that.
And I know a couple of people have asked me
Thank
a
you.
question, D, as well. So I'm going to
Oh,
ask
and
you, and I
Prince,
might put you on the spot. I've got a few questions here.
of course.
But someone has said, no, Sarah. Sarah has said, is there any way that you'd give us a little a cappella?
Oh, did she say that?
Yes,
Did
she
she say
did.
that? Yeah, look at this too. Um, dig. Okay, what did You asked me to sing earlier. Oh gosh, it's so embarrassing as well.
Yeah, and Abina said, how do you keep your eyebrows on fleek? I love this. Everyone's up on your
Yeah.
eyebrows today.
Thanks, you lot. Yeah, thanks.
Yes,
I do them
please.
myself. I
Amazing.
actually
They
do
look
them myself.
stunning.
Thanks, you lot. I've got no makeup on as well. It's just, you
You look
know,
gorgeous.
no makeup, no makeup. Okay, thank you, you lot. No, thanks a lot.
So yeah, could you
What
give
was
our
I thinking,
listeners, even
guys?
if it's just like a little 30 seconds a cappella, let them hear Deleelah, the absolute amazing, gorgeous goddess that you are. Let everyone say, please
Oh,
sing to us.
no,
Please
and you know.
sing.
Any requests? All right, let's go.
Totally putting you on the spot here, but I know you can handle it.
No, you did. I know you did. You
Great.
did. You did. You did.
I said, give us.
I, I just wanna sing something a cappella for you. Everyone in the groove. I see my friends and I love you.
Woo.
I see Sapton, I see Lizon, Abina, and Jay. Hedera, Charlie, Black Novice. Matthew Schultz tags you good. I want to thank everybody for logging in. And Sarah Harvest, we love you. And Kirsty, I love you too. I just wanted to freestyle something
You're
for you guys. That's all right.
amazing. Listen, that
Sorry.
was live, straight, wired, direct. Listen, this is real relevant and right now. And that was Deleelah. That is how
Tune.
fire
Thank
she
you,
is. She's
man.
a soul stress. Listen, I can't even.
Thank
Dee,
you,
when
man.
are your next gigs? When or where can we hear
Lovely.
you?
I'm gonna plan. So tell me if you think this is a good idea, you lot, as well.
Yeah,
Kirsty and everyone listening.
yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, you lot, man. I wanna like organize a performance, my first one in Brixton,
Mm-hmm.
just like outside Ritzy or the KFC or something. And I'm just gonna send it to everyone, like maybe I think on a Sunday, like might do a soulful Sunday or something.
Nice.
And just tell everyone to come in it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just gonna set up my speaker, dress up, sing a few songs for about an hour or two, and whoever wants to turn up can turn up. And obviously, just
Amazing.
keep 2 meters away from each other. I shouldn't be
Yes.
breaking the law, and
No,
you
but
can just
hopefully in the
enjoy
next few
free
weeks it'll be
music.
down and it'll be broken anyway. Not broken, but I mean it should be more relaxed, shouldn't it?
Yeah, hopefully
A
so. I'm
hundred
not sure
percent.
about the events and stuff. So obviously events, they're I don't know, in it, like you know what I mean, festivals, concerts and
We've got
stuff.
to wait for that. But you're hoping to do kind of your own
Exactly.
thing where you're going to give everyone a shout out on social so they can come down see you sing. So where can everybody
Yeah.
find you, Dee? Give everybody your social so they can find you.
Yeah, I use Instagram the most, guys. So please add me, or if you want to follow me, at Deleelah Singer. It's at the top there, I suppose. I don't need to spell it out. It's going to be wasting your time. But yeah, please do just keep up to date, really, and just check out my stories. All my social media is Deleelah Singer, Spotify, Deleelah Singer, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, Deezer. Please add me and listen to my music. Yeah, and please enjoy. And if you do have a listen to it, please drop me a message. Let me know what you think of it. And yeah, and I'll just love to just
Keep
keep in
doing you. No,
contact. Really.
100%. So there you heard it,
Yeah,
guys. We had an
thank you.
amazing vocal from Deleelah. You can find her on all
Thank
socials,
you.
Deleelah Singer. Her new EP, Love and Music, is already out. So make sure you get on all music platforms because you can listen to it there. And the new album, Born Again, is dropping when? July?
I'm hoping to do it at the end of July now.
End of July. Okay, so right now
So I
you've
did it
got Love
about
and
a month.
Music. The EP's out there. It's live. Deleelah, you've been amazing. Thank you so, so much for
So
joining us
sweet,
and telling us your
Kirsty.
story. I love
Thank you
you. I
so
love you. I
much.
love you. You've got a voice of
I
an
love you
angel, and I
too.
can't wait to see you perform in the flesh because it's been too long. But I'm
I'm
going to
gonna let you
dispense
know.
everyone. Hey?
I'm gonna let you know when the performance is, Kirsty.
Yes,
You're gonna
please
be
do
there,
let us all
please.
know. We'll plug
I
it.
need
We'll
you.
put it out on socials, literally, whatever we can do. And when the album comes, let me know as well. So we'll bring you back on and we can talk about that. That'll be
Please,
wicked.
please,
100%. Yes,
please,
yes, yes,
please.
yes. But everyone,
Love you,
thank you
Kirsty.
so much for logging
Thank you
in.
so much,
I'm
everyone.
Kirsty Spence. This is Deleelah. This is Real Relevant and Right Now. And I'll see y'all next week, Sunday. Peace.
Oh, peace out, you lot. Peace.
Bye.
Bye, you lot.